In the video you're about to watch, Donald Trump is going to once again encourage violence amongst his most hardcore supporters.
You people were vicious, violent, screaming, "Where's the wall? We want the wall!" Screaming, "Prison, prison, lock her up." I mean, you are going crazy. I mean, you were nasty and mean and vicious, and you wanted to win, right? Now, same crowds, that's right, deplorables. Whatever happened to the deplorables, right? They're not so deplorable. They're not so deplorable anymore. In fact, the other side's trying to figure out, well, in 4 years, how do we get some of these deplorables to our side, right? But now, it's much different. Now you're laid back, you're cool, you're mellow, right? You're basking in the glory of victory. And we're already getting to work.
I admit that after watching that video, I'm not even sure that I need to comment on it because I think it pretty much speaks for itself, but, you know, you clicked on this and so I want to give you some value. I know what he is going to say to what I'm going to say, and I know what his supporters will say. He's speaking metaphorically, he's just joking, you know? It's a rally, they all know each other, they all know what he really means. He doesn't really mean that you were being vicious and nasty and violent because he literally said violent. Because you want to win. It's all metaphor. Donald Trump is a modern day fucking poet and he just speaks in metaphors. No, he fucking prepared that. He didn't say nasty and vicious and fucking violent because he has such a way with words. He writes at a 4th grade level. We know what he is in terms of his vocabulary. He was being very specific there. Stop with the bullshit. He was encouraging violence. He spoke favorably about the fact that they were nasty and vicious and violent. He was at the rallies when they attacked people, when they ran up and cold-cocked people who were being dragged out. He knows exactly what his supporters did in New York and on the rest of the East Coast, tracking down and beating people, and in the wake of his win, harassing people, attacking people, setting people's hijabs on fire and bullshit like that. He knows exactly what they're doing because he's all day on the fucking computer and on his Twitter being exposed to how fucking crazy these people are. And there he is speaking favorably about it. And yes, there is a turn halfway through the video where he says, "Oh, and now you're very cool and calm and collected," which is, and don't get it twisted, designed to fool you into not realizing that we're having a terrible rash of hate crimes targeting the people that he demonized over the course of the primary and the general election. They're not cool and basking in their happiness over their win. They're at best just harassing people anti-Semitically and with racist memes on Twitter and social media, but some are actually acting on it and going and attacking people and harassing people in the real world as well. They're not fucking calm and collected, and he is stoking in them, remember when you wanted to win how you were nasty and violent? Well, what if maybe someday we want to win again? Maybe we need to be nasty and vicious and violent again. That worked last time. Seems like he's encouraging future violence there, doesn't it? Maybe just a little? Now, there is one other thing that I think is a little bit actually funny in there, and not just dangerous like all the rest of his fucking rhetoric on this thank you tour. Yes, thank you for being violent as he goes around the country. It's that, of course, he's saying, oh, you were saying like you want the wall, and oh, lock her up, and now, you know, you're much more low-key, which is both encouraging violence, but also him admitting that on some of this stuff, I don't give a fuck what I told you I was gonna do. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. You were saying you wanted it then. Maybe I'll give it to you. Maybe I won't. Which I like because it's awesome to have a politician standing on a stage and literally giving the middle finger to his most heartfelt supporters. So that's always funny. And it gives me a little bit of hope that some of the most deplorable acts that he promised he would do, maybe in the end he won't actually follow through on. But that's just the side story to the main event, which is where he is, with no fucking holds barred, advocating for future violence amongst his most fervent supporters.